So as Liam mentioned in the first half, we both worked in the same place, which is this little guitar store on Harvard Street. Really tiny little shop, and we had the good fortune of having people like Gordon Lightfoot and Bruce Coburn and Ed Bickard, Murray McLaughlin as some of our clients, and it was really fun. And one of the perks for me at various times over the years was that these people would bring their guitars in, and before they went out again, I would sometimes have an opportunity to play them and make sure they worked, you know, after they'd been repaired. Somebody had to do it. But Gord was famous for never actually leaving his guitars in the store overnight. He's a very sort of totemistic guy, and he believes in ritual and so on, and so do I, and so I could appreciate that. And, you know, he's never had a guitar roadie. He carries his own guitars on the plane and changes his own guitar strings, and that's all really important to him. And but over the years, you know, he's kind of lightened up a bit. He's actually lightened up a lot. And I won't say any more than that, but he's really lightened up, and whatever this year was, I can't quite remember, but I haven't worked there in a long, long time, so he phoned the store, and I picked up the phone, and he said, "Jason, it's Gord, and I'm going to be there in 12 minutes. And I could appreciate that, because I'd sort of probably say the same thing. And anyway, he showed up in 12 minutes, and he came in and he said, "I'm going to go to the gym and work out, and here's what needs to be done." And he showed me the guitar, and I took it in the back and gave it to my boss, and he started working on it. So we had about 2 hours to get this turned around, and he was going to come back on his way back from the gym. And I mean, it was just a weird thing that he even left it there and didn't hang out and get a coffee, you know? So there he was. The guitar was there. This was quite an iconic guitar, and I knew the guitar because it had a big circle, much like the one covering my sound hole, but it was made out of black electrical tape right about here where his fingers rested, and they had over the years sort of worn a hole in the top of the guitar. So he'd created this little platform, this little UFO type device that he would rest his fingers on. And but more than that, that was the one thing that he had added to this guitar that had been given to him by his hero, Bob Dylan. And it was a Martin D18 from the late 40s, and I mean, a valuable guitar to begin with, let alone that it had been given to Gordon Lightfoot by Bob Dylan. So it's not the kind of guitar you can easily replace in this world. And so there it was, and just before Gordon was due to come back and pick up the guitar, my boss called to me from the back room, and he had a smile on his face, and he said, "You know, somebody's got to try this guitar and make sure it works the way Gord plays. You want to try?" And I said, "Yeah, that'd be okay." So I played that very song, "I'll Tag Along" on it, just to make sure that it didn't buzz and so on, you know. It was quite a thrill.